I guess say neighbor, family member, coworker, or just somewhere else, a man that grew up with a couple sisters and just a mom in the house, no male figure. How can he look into finding his masculinity since he wasn't around? He grew up not around any men.
Okay. So a guy who is, he's raised by women
Mm-hmm.
and he's dealing with all these issues.
Yeah.
How is he supposed to go and find his masculinity?
Mm-hmm.
From what that sounds like, that's the type of man who's not only looking for his masculinity, that's the type of man that's looking to find peace in his life. You know, when you're at this point in your life as a man, this is a great moment, believe it or not. This is like a self exploration point in your life. So for you, if you're a man that's in that place, you should seek male mentorship. You can get male mentorship in a book. You can get it from joining like a fight club or something like that, or just a boxing gym.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to surround yourself around other men that you can basically mimic, you can learn from. You also need to push yourself. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, of having an emotional outburst, putting yourself out there, because that's where the learning occurs. I went through a decade of just losses, and I didn't know why things weren't going the way that I wanted them to go. But along that decade, like, I was making minimal progress in key areas of my life, which allowed me to continue to exceed and accelerate in other areas of my life. The last few years of my life, things have been going well. I can see things. Even the podcast is starting to pick up. Like, things are like on the up and up. But
Good.
everybody goes through these waves in life where they're low and they're high. I would
Mm-hmm.
say for a man that's in that position, just go out there. Yeah, go out there, seek some male mentorship, and join some kind of club or some kind of activity.
Okay. Not to move too far off the subject, but honestly, can you fill us in more about what your podcast is about, what got you, how you started, and to where you at right now?
Originally, the podcast was called Geek Speak. The reason I named it Geek Speak was because, as I stated, when I was playing football,
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of support from my family and from the people from my neighborhood. But once I stopped playing football and I decided that I was going to focus on building a career and using my mind, I got a lot of people that I grew up with, family included, that just were hating on me. People I didn't expect to, you know, add negativity to my life, started basically started hating. So because of that, I knew that I could not be the only man that was going through this. I could not be the only man that was growing up in the hood, trying to make something happen for himself, and then had people from the hood trying to pull them down. So I want to build a space where our man can also be aggressive, but they can be intelligent as well. You can be an athlete. You can be this buff dude as well. And you can also read a book. You can develop skills in other areas. You can use your mind. So I use the title as Geek Speak. Now, the reason I went from Geek Speak to a podcast for men is because the videos that got the most traffic had to do with manhood and relationships. So I saw that there was a high need for like male mentorship and just male direction, just help for men in general. Self improvement for men was like the became the priority for my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I changed the name to a podcast for men, and here I am.
Yeah. Okay.